Welcome back to the Cheshire Dog Lady podcast. This one is a really, really close to home one for me, as I've said, because I've had 2 French Bulldogs. Unfortunately, we lost one in the summer. So for the last 11 years, I've had the Bulldog breed. Poor Maggie, mostly, has really, really suffered because hence she's got only one ear now because she had to have a whole ear canal removed. That's how bad her allergies were. So reading your story about Winston really caught my attention. So tell us a little bit about Winston, because that was the whole starting point of Canine Creations.
So Winston, obviously, is a French Bulldog. We got him, he'll be 7 in May, so we've had him 6.5 years. He was fine for like the first, probably like 8-9 months. He was absolutely fine. And then all of a sudden he just started scratching, and then, you know, when they eat with the feet, and they gnaw at the feet, and then they get the little blood and all the big lumps in the toes, and I was just like, this is like ridiculous. And then we started going to the vets, and they started giving, you know, that jab where the allergy jab.
The Cytopoint. Yeah. She has that every month as well, on top of everything else.
And he absolutely, like, do you know, like, hated it. And I was just like, because it like used to make him really yelp, because I think he was so little and so small. So we was just like, well, we need to kind of find a way to, you know, what we can do. So we stripped his food completely back. And he was on those like little allergy balls that just taste of nothing. And then we had
they look bland. And
and he just used to look at me like, what is this? No treats, nothing. And then we started introducing things back in. And then it was like, he couldn't have chicken, couldn't have poultry, couldn't have this, couldn't have that. And I was just like, well, every time you go to get a treat, it's all in there as well. And then in COVID, because then COVID happened, because he had his first birthday in COVID. So COVID came along, and we were obviously ordering everything online. We just couldn't find any treat, even if it was coming like chicken free, and it would come and it'd have like chicken something in it somewhere. And I was just like, oh my God, like it was like lamb sticks, and it'd be just like full of chicken. And I was just like, this is ridiculous. So I was like, I think my boyfriend even said, oh, just make him some. You've got enough time on your hands, because obviously no one was doing anything, were they? So I was like, okay. And then that's literally where it started. And then my friend has a cake business, and she was like, oh, everyone always asks for dog treats. And I'm like, really? She's like, oh yeah, do you do dog cakes and dog bits and dog stuff? And I was like, all right, I'll look into it. And there's a lot of bits and pieces and lots of wormholes and lots of like legislation with dog treats, but we were like, okay, like, let's just see, let's do it, get little ones done and see how it gets on with it. And we just started like selling them, and we got approved by the council. And then when COVID lifted, our first market was Oldford Lake. When they used to do little markets there. We went there.
I mean, that's so impressive, because from somebody who's had dogs with allergies all the time, because even before our French Bulldogs, I had a boxer dog and he had allergies. And that is so impressive that you've gone to that length to go that deep into looking into stuff. I mean, obviously, clearly I was rubbish. Well, because you start eliminating things, and even you do all the allergy tests at the vets and all of that, and nothing really comes back concrete.
And it costs a fortune. And I think with work, like with being out and about and doing the pop-ups and everything and meeting people, the amount of people that do actually bake their dog treats at home because their dogs have so many allergies, and you just end up having little chats because so many treats. What are you two doing?
Bonnie, stop winding Maggie up. She's literally... do you mind? Do you mind? We're in the middle of our podcast.
You little monkey. You little monkey. The amount of people that do it. So it's really interesting. And they do it because they can't find anything as well. But then, like, now we have people that bake but still buy from us, which is really nice. And I think, like, even if you go through the effort of baking it yourself, and then still just to get something a little bit different, or something a little bit that they might not have the access to, or it's quite, because that's the thing, because we do use some ingredients that are so expensive to buy. Like if you was just to buy like 100 grams to make a little bit cake, it would cost you a lot more money.
Come here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Go to sleep. Right. Go to sleep. What's impressive is that you've gone from this little small idea, because your dog's got allergies.
Yeah.
Are you going to go back over? You're like a beetle on its back, to today where you've now got your own shop.
Yeah.
Like, that's absolutely phenomenal. Like, so is that over a span of like 5 years?
So we started baking, doing little pop-ups in 21. Then we stopped. We shut it because it is so difficult. Like, making sure it's approved, making sure there's no animal byproduct in unless you send it off to be assessed and all that. And I was just like, I need to kind of think, because obviously my background was a beauty business. That's what I did before.
Right.
And that's what I did before COVID. And I had my own little clients that used to come to, I had a home-based salon. My partner was like, we can't keep making dog treats when you've got a busy salon downstairs. Now it's reopening. So we shut it and we thought, right, okay, let's not. It's so time consuming. And I think when you don't have all the bits in place, like there's all the elements, if you've got a little bit missing, it just takes a lot longer to do. Like even just having a single cutter instead of having one that's like a block of cutters. Do you know, just like all the little bits and pieces, how we've sped it up, and doing it every day actually makes it a lot quicker. Are you two going to be okay? Are we going to be best friends?
To be fair, Maggie normally puts her in a place, doesn't she?
My mum makes all my dog's food because she's a cockapoo and she's
allergic to everything. Yeah, it is it's such a thing, and that's literally where it all came from, really, just from that. And you've just got to keep moving with it. So
yeah. So how did you go from making sort of like the odd recipe to like building this brand? Because you're so well known now.
I don't think we are.
You are. You absolutely are. And now that the shop's open.
Yeah, I feel like having the shop, it's only been 6 weeks, but I feel like having the shop has given us that kind of space.
Yeah.
That kind of dedicated zone. And I feel like the amount of people that have been in it have never heard of us. And I'm just like, yeah, like, we're just up the road. We're just at Regent's Park. We're just up the road.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't feel...
So it's going to take it to a whole new level again, isn't it?
Yeah, I hope so. Like, I feel like we have done it in a place where we've got good stockists as well. So it's nice that we're in places so people learn from us from that. Oh, we've seen you here, and we did that many events for 2 years.
Yes.
Like, we've done that many.
Yeah.
Like,
that's hard work. I've been there and done that with a previous job where you're going out, you're setting your gazebo up, you're setting your stall up, you know, you're selling your product. Mm-hmm. It's all weekend work.
It's just long, like, you know, getting in your van at 5 o'clock in the morning,
loading it all
up, getting there, and then it doesn't start till like 10, and then people aren't really coming till like 11, and normally people don't buy in the morning because they want to see what's around. So actually you're not selling anything till like 12 o'clock normally.
Yeah.
And then it's busy, and then come 3-4 o'clock it dies off, but you can't leave till 5, so you just kind of like troopsing around, waiting to go, then you pack it all away, then you...
It's tiring, it's exhausting.
And you just feel knackered.
Yeah.
But I think it helped us plan the shop.
Yeah.
Because also from like a perspective of staffing, so we started staffing the events, having staff, and I think that as a market trader, everybody would agree, it's that time, the setup time, the waiting at the beginning, when you have like 3 or 4 hours where you're paying someone to not really do anything.
Yeah, I know.
Obviously the setup, yes, but then the other 3 hours is like they're just waiting. They're waiting for that person to come. They're waiting for that sale to come through. And with the shop, that's why we thought, let's put the bakery in the shop.
Yeah.
So we've got no dead hours.
No.
So if nobody comes in the shop all day, it's okay because we've got orders.
Yeah.
So we can just do the orders. So we're standing to do the orders. Someone comes in, we pause ourselves and we go and serve. And I think we would have never learnt that having just gone straight to shop instead of doing market.
Yeah.
And I feel like that helped.
Where was the point where you jumped from just making things for Winston because of his allergies into making the actual brand? Like, and were you what made you decide to then think, right, we need to take the leap and I need to finish my day-to-day other job?
I still not left my day-to-day other job.
What are you doing?
I do nails and lashes.
No.
2 days a week, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I need...
You are Superwoman, Zoe.
Because I need that to give me my money.
Yeah.
To pay for my life. Yes, it's reduced, but because starting a business is so expensive and I'm just putting everything back.
Yes.
I want to put everything back so that eventually we can have it that it just flows.
Yeah.
And I think if we start taking money out, we're not gonna get to where we want to get to in the time
future
frame.
plan.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So
Gosh,
I'm
that's
there
really
I'm 2 days a
interesting.
week now. I was before the shop, I was 5 days a week. I was doing both. I was 7-day a week girl.
Wow.
Yeah. So like now with the shop, I can staff the shop.
Yeah.
And the girls can work in the shop, and it's working well.
And do you know what? People don't really get that 7-day a week thing unless you own your own business or you've tried to set up your own small business. You know, I say all the time I want a better work-life balance, and every sort of we get to the end of every year and I go, I'm not working that many weekends again.
Yeah.
And already we're not at the end of January, and I'm looking at my diary thinking, I'm working loads of weekends as well as Monday to Friday. But when it's your own business and it's your own baby and you've got loyal customers that you don't ever want to say no to, it's really hard.
And I don't, but it's like, I want it to be, I love this now.
Yeah.
I just love it. So actually going to work, I actually quite enjoy it in a sad little way. And it's just like, oh, it's fine. My boyfriend comes and helps. He's got a full-time job, so he comes and helps where he can. And I'm like, right, it's Saturday. Let's off to the shop we go, and off we trundle. And but we just like enjoy it now, and we're enjoying where it's going. And I think because we've got a little team, it's growing and it's nice, and you can see that all the hours and all the hard work is actually
paying off.
Yeah,
of course it is. I mean, the growth is unbelievable, Zoe.
Yeah, but it's weird because I don't see it. I can see that it's grown, and obviously it's grown from us baking. We have this oven, and I've said, if we can't frame an oven, but we're gonna do something with this oven. It's literally the size of Maggie. It's probably smaller than Maggie, and that is what we baked in to start, and it was so tiny, and we were doing one tray of something and then waiting 25 minutes. And I remember when we first ever made our first jar of peanut butter, we were like, we've made it, that's it, we've made it, we are producers. We had this little jar of peanut butter that we broke 3 blenders trying to make because we didn't know what we were, because you just don't, it's all trial and error, trial and error. And then when we finally got the correct thing that was going to make the peanut butter, and we'd roasted a little tray of peanuts, and it took 3 attempts to roast the peanuts because the tray wasn't big enough, and we made peanut butter from scratch, and was like, that's it. We can do you
still sell that then now?
Yeah.
Oh right, okay.
But obviously, we do everything on a greater scale. We're just taking it all off the website, anything jarred, because we started with glass jars because it was more recyclable, but it doesn't post well.
Yes.
So we're just changing the packaging. So all our bake at homes and peanut butter is currently off sale.
Again, from one business to another, starting from scratch, nobody's guides you or tells you
this. It's not a manual.
It's very much learn as you go. When I was a guest on a podcast, that they were very complimentary of my social media and things, and I was just like, nobody tells you, and they're very complimentary, and they're like, well, and I said, I've never done a social media course. It's all self-taught. And then even with this business, it was just a bit of an idea, and it's grown and grown and grown. And sometimes I think, if somebody said to me now, well, how would you know how to do that? You just grow with it, don't you, like you say? And then you come up with maybe another idea and you just learn on the go.
And you just got to keep rolling with it, yeah.
Because you've never done bakery before. No. You've always been in beauty.
Yeah, I've did beauty 10 years. I worked in hospitality for a long time, but not to this level.
Yeah.
But you've just got to keep self-taught and just keep teaching yourself. And I don't know how to start a business, really. I don't know how to do all these things. I don't know how to, but you just learn. When you do make a mistake or you do make an error, actually they are, when they say they're the good lesson, they are a good lesson, because you do actually learn quite a lot. But I feel like we're getting there. Having the shop but the shop wasn't even on our radar 8 weeks ago.
No, again, some things just fall into place, don't they? I never thought that shop would close.
No. So we initially was looking for a bigger space to bake. So we had one oven, one bench and one dehydrator, and that was it. That's all we had, and we were making too much, and it was getting to a point where we were coming back in at like 8 o'clock to remake, like to dehydrate more because we didn't have enough space, and we were just running out of space for everything. So I was like, right, we need a bigger space, and I was looking through Nantwich to even, you know, find an area that had a little space that we could have a prep kitchen or somewhere that we could make something. Then I was looking for, because I know the shop that we're in now, they had a prep kitchen.
Yes.
So I was originally hunting for that prep kitchen.
Yeah.
Which has gone, which was rented out by someone else. And I was like, okay, what now? And I just went in the shop to go and get some, they were selling everything off.
Yes.
So I wanted some nozzles, and I wanted some bits, and I wanted some cake tins and cupcake cases and everything. And I just thought, oh, well, if it's there, and I may as well go and check it out.
Yeah.
And then we just got chatting, and then I was like, oh, well, you know, I'd take the shop. And then it just spiraled. Then my number was passed over to the landlord, and I know there was a lot of people interested in it, but they wanted the right business in there. And I think there was a lot of people that wanted it, but I know that I've basically taken it how it kind of was. I've just changed it, but the dynamic of it's quite similar.
Yeah.
Like they always had a bakery at the back. I've just opened it up and put a wall in.
Yeah.
Like, so it's kind of half open. But yeah, and then an office and storeroom upstairs, which is what we've got now as well. And then we just bake out.
But this is why I love your story, because it is incredible, Zoe.
Thanks.
Really, really incredible.
Did you meet Blue the other day?
I did.
Blue?
Oh, I've seen the photo.
Did you see it on my Instagram?
As in Blue the Frenchie?
No, as in Blue.
Oh, I
the
thought you meant the
band.
Blue. I thought you meant Blue the French bulldog that we walk. I was like, what?
No, Blue the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the photo, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, they were in Apple Stump Records.
The
In
one-
Nantwich. That's what advertised.
Really?
Yeah. So we did Foodies Festival with the business last year.
Yeah.
And one of the girls that works, she only works 2 days a week in the week. She can't do weekends because she's got kids.
Yeah.
But because we're at Foodies and Blue were on, she was like, I'm going to come. I'm going to get a babysitter. I'm going to come. We're going to have a few drinks. We're going to sell all day. Then we're going to go and watch Blue. So we literally, they were coming on at like 5 o'clock. We threw our gazebo. I don't think I've ever put the gazebo away so fast in my entire life. Went and got a couple of pints. And then we were there, running to the front, dancing. My boyfriend was there. Dancing. I had the best time. We're like from here to that lampshade away from them. It was really good fun.
Oh, wow.
I've been down there to watch it.
It's good there.
I'm really crap with people.
Really?
Yeah.
I was in the VIP bit.
Oh yeah, it's
For
good.
my birthday.
Yeah, it's like, but like even the VIP bit, I think I looked at McFly's like 85 because I'd searched it. It then came up Blue was coming to Nantwich, and you only had to buy the CD. So don't have a CD player, but I bought me and the girl that works in the shop a CD each, £9.95, and off we tiddled down. Went and met Blue. They signed it, and we came home.
Let's just talk a bit about the products that you offer. I mean, I don't know how small or large that range is, to be fair. I just know that since we've become an ambassador for you and we've been given loads of lovely treats and stuff, like the dogs absolutely love them. But on a whole, do you have like something that you do all the time and then like one-off like promotional things?
Custom bakes, yeah.
Because I've then seen the custard creams coming in and at Christmas.
I've got you some
and-
of them in the back.
Oh my goodness. I'm talking like it's for me, do you know what I mean? I'm getting excited like I'm going to eat a custard cream, but it's for the dog.
One of the girls in the shops adores custard creams, and I keep saying if you annoy me one day, I might change me over and put on the dog custard.
Jammy Dodger instead.
No, the dog custard
Oh,
creams,
that
and then she just wouldn't notice.
Oh my God, hilarious. So
Um,
yeah, do you have a set regular thing that you do and then?
Yes, we like to have our core bits, but I like to change it up, especially like now. I think it's even more important because you don't want to walk into a shop and look the same all the time.
Yes.
but
More pressure for you, more pressure.
But I just like to have different themed because I think once you do something once, well, not once, but like a few times, it kind of becomes second nature. So our core baked stuff, like the little bags of treats, we can just have them, and then once they sell out, we'll just bake some more and do it like that way. But the themed ones, we just want to work on different theming.
Yeah.
So at the moment, we're working on Valentine's and Easter.
Of course.
In the shop at this time, we've got traitor inspired biscuits. So we've got the little cloak for the TV show because people
oh my God,
love
I
it.
love it. You're doing Stranger Things then as well.
We were going to do Stranger Things, but then we got the shop, and I was just
Yeah.
like,
Too much.
And I am somebody that will keep going and give myself even more work than I need to do.
Yeah.
But I was just like, no, this is too much.
Yeah,
I wanted to
that's
do
fair
Wicked.
enough.
I wanted to do Wicked as well, but I was just like, this is just too much.
Yeah.
So we're working on the stuff for the World Cup ready.
You're well ahead.
Yeah, but you need to be.
Yeah, you've got to be that one step ahead when you're producing stuff and having to keep stuff fresh. Absolutely.
I'm keeping it like ready, and it's like on Christmas Eve I was in the shop and one of our stockists was like, okay, can you send us the prototypes for Valentine's and Easter please, for the 24th, so that we can get it ready for orders in January. And I was like, yep. So I was icing like Easter bunnies and carrots on Christmas Eve, like thinking, should we do Father Christmases? But that's how it kind of works. But I wasn't ready for that. It's like the advent calendars. The first year we didn't know really what we was doing. I started making them in November.
Yeah. And now you know you need to. When would you start all that then?
Probably start designing the front in about 6 weeks. Yeah. Ready for next year so that it's ordered. And then because we get everything, we get all the. So I'll need to decide what's going in them so that we can measure the treat to get the mould for the plastic bit to put in the treats in.
The bit that's behind the advent calendar window.
The bit with the treats. I don't even know what it's called.
But yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so we get that gets all moulded. That's all got to be moulded, and then the front's printed. And
so that sort of leads me to, you've gone from a one-man band to how many staff have you got now? And you probably should have more, but you don't because this is what we do. We struggle to let go as business owners.
Yeah. I have 3 part-time, 2 kind of three ad hoc market Saturday people.
Right.
Full-time person's just started on Monday.
Heaven.
And it's just the best week of my life.
So, you know, you've got, I don't know, maybe about 8 or 9 staff, which is incredible. But what people don't see when you're running a small business, which technically isn't a small business anymore, but it is, do you know what I mean? You know, we're not some big company, you know, worldwide company or whatever, but what we do is huge, you know. Nobody sees, well, for you, you're also your social media person, creator, you're your own, you know, you've got to do the bookkeeping, you've got to do the payroll as well. So, like, have you got any help with the baking, or are you just doing everything?
No, so the girls bake. Right. So I've got the 2 girls that do part-time, the 3 girls that are part-time, and the girl that's just started this week. They're all going to bake.
They're going to bake for you.
And they're all going to learn everything so that they can do it all. And then there's obviously me. And then the ad hoc market people don't, but they sell everything, do you know? So, yeah.
See, that's what I mean. People just don't see the things that we're
because then you've got to train them to do it. You
haven't got somebody behind the scenes creating all these ideas and then you're just selling them. You're having to
create the ideas. It's like, even like we're creating, so obviously we're going to launch birthday cakes. We're literally, as we're recording this, they're trialing and erroring. Probably erroring as well.
They're going to go down a storm.
Cakes. And so that's being made right now.
So coming new is birthday cakes.
Birthday cakes,
Birthday cakes for doggies.
Birthday cakes for doggies. And then at least, because it'll all be made from scratch, you can have it tailor-made for allergies and anything really. Dogs' favourite flavours. Because it's only a matter of just changing. You can flip the ingredients round. So if they like bananas, they can have bananas. If they like pumpkins, they can have pumpkins. Apples, whatever they want, really.
Amazing. So I was really excited in the summer when you asked us to be a brand ambassador for you. I was really excited, and obviously you created our own branded biscuits. So they were doggy biscuits for anybody who didn't know, and on the front was our Cheshire Dog Lady logo. And this is how powerful word of mouth is, or just social media, because obviously I posted them, and from the back of that, you got umpteen dog companies contact you to say, can I have some branded biscuits? Can I order some? So it's just amazing, isn't it, how little things can be a knock-on effect.
But I think you don't realise how little something can the knock-on effect, the domino effect, even with word of mouth, or even going to like an event and it could be awful and you do like £50 and it's just quiet, but you might get 3 people that give you something else. Do you know what I mean? Like even if it's like a new supplier or a new person that wants some, do you know what I mean? Or know somebody that thinks, oh, actually, there's so many like avenues, you just don't realise how much of a knock-on effect things can have.
And that was lovely to see all these other dog companies putting their orders in, and then seeing them on their Facebook pages or their social media pages. It was amazing, really. And that was just a simple idea from you saying, can I send you some branded biscuits? Send me your logo. And it just snowballed, didn't it? Which is brilliant. And then there was something else. What else have I seen? The advent calendars were a big success, weren't they? You sold out of them, didn't you?
We sold that every year we've done them.
Wow.
We've never had any.
And does that make you then think, right, we need to do the production number a little bit bigger next year? Or do you sort of just... How many did you do this year?
800.
Wow.
But we did...
You did 800 and you sold out?
Yeah, but we did less than last year. I made less because more... I feel like we could have sold... So basically we scaled back this year. Last year we did so many events leading up to Christmas.
Yeah.
We did, I think, 1,400 last year.
Wow.
So
a lot of them were sold at the events. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like we were on Nantwich Market. We were absolutely everywhere. We were at York Market, Christmas Market. We were everywhere.
Yeah.
And it was tiring and it was hard. And I said, well, we're not going to do any... I think it was like a bit of fate and tying into the shop, because we actually said, we're not going to do any events this Christmas just gone. We're not going to do any. So I just thought, we'll just scale it back and we'll just do a few. Like I say a few, but we'll just do a lot like less, because a lot of companies now do them.
Yeah.
So again, I know we need to do them and we've got the shop. So, but I don't know if I do many more, because that many people do them now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of, you see them everywhere.
Yeah.
So when we first did them the first year, they were hardly really a thing.
Yeah.
But like now, everybody's doing them.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll do something different. Like crackers, we did crackers in the shop, and that was something we kind of threw together really last minute, and they all sold out.
Wow.
So do we do crackers? I don't know. We need to maybe try and find something that not everybody... There'll obviously be a lot of people doing stuff, but not everybody. I think everybody did advent calendars this year. Like the year before, I felt like a lot of people did them. This year, it was like, oh, we've already got them. Oh, we've already... You kind of... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, well, maybe.
Yeah. But do you know what? Like, just thinking from the beginning of your journey to now, just to like recap over it, like you've gone from having your little Frenchie puppy with allergies in lockdown, everybody's locked down, you decide to start baking some treats or some biscuits or some food that will suit Winston. That then turned into a brand. You've then plugged away, because if I remember rightly, we would have probably started both of these businesses at similar
times, yeah.
Because we've just had our 5th anniversary. And I do remember you popping up at like Nantwich Market and stuff, or being a regular at Nantwich Market, because I think I remember once you might have been asking or putting the feelers out if anybody could do the market to help you or whatever. And what I want to say is, like, it just shows you that hard work pays off, because you have plugged away and been consistent, turning up at markets in the rain, in the sunshine, in the wind, setting up your gazebo, and boom, you've now got your own shop in the middle of Nantwich.
Yeah.
A shop front in the middle of Nantwich.
Yeah.
And for anybody that might be deciding to start their own business, nothing to do with dogs or whatever, or to do with dogs, like, it's just that you've got to keep going. Like, there must have been times where you thought, you know what, like, I just don't know whether...
I'm going to bother anymore.
Yeah.
And you have those days and you just think, why bother?
When you've been at Nantwich Market, the weather's been shit, and actually we've sold 50 quid's worth of stuff and it hasn't even covered the staff wages.
Yeah, and you're just like, what we're doing it for? And like late nights and just like, it's just hard. It's so difficult. And I just think like, you've just got to keep going. And I think a lot of people start up businesses with, oh yeah, it'll be hard, but I'll be okay. But I don't think they have that kind of realisation of how hard it does really get. And it
doesn't just happen overnight.
And it just takes time.
Yeah.
Just consistency and time. That's all I can say is just like consistency and time.
Yeah.
And patience.
Because on our 5th birthday this time, we did a little bit of a trip down memory lane. And when I went back and looked, although like where I think we are today is such a massive growth, that didn't happen for the first two and a half years. It's only in the last 2.5 years that it's had the biggest amount. It really started to speed up. Do you know what I mean? It was a very gradual process for the first 18 months. You know, it wasn't like, oh, we've opened and we're fully booked within the first 4 months. It was a very slow, creep and go.
But I think that's with any business, it's slow. It's like even with like going back to like the nails. And when I started nails, I nearly quit that because I was just like, no one's coming. What's the point?
Yeah.
Like, you've just got to just keep chugging away, like literally just keep plugging it. And the way I used to always think to myself was, right, if I spend an hour now posting on Facebook or Nan Twitch community and spend an hour and I get one person to message me, that's basically paid for that hour.
Yeah.
Or 2 hours or 3 hours. And even if I sit here all day and I get one inquiry or one sale, then okay, yeah, that was worth it. But you've just it's mind over matter, like how much you just want to keep doing it for free. Well, it's just for free. It's just
you need
time,
a huge
isn't it?
Congratulations and well done, because you've done amazing. And I think it's really important, you know, to show that in the community. You know, you're a local business and
thanks.
You've done amazing.
I honestly don't. I don't see it. I know, but what I do like to do is go back and flick back. Like I put on a post like how it started to how it's going, the picture of my Alderford Lake stand, and it's a little green garden gazebo that you can get for your garden.
Yeah.
It's a table with a bed sheet, and it's on there and it's got all the little treats on. And that was the day when the wind came.
Oh my goodness.
So it was actually a fellow dog walker that saved us that day. She brought over sandbags to put on our gazebo because she was also at the event.
A learning curve.
Didn't know. Do you know what?
You needed sandbags.
Who'd have thought that? Like, I just thought, I'll just stand it up. We didn't even have pegs in the floor. We just left it there. And a big gust of wind came, and then remember Nick walked to the bin. And he said he could hear a little scream, and it was me. The whole table blew over.
Oh my!
All the little, because we did the breed biscuits then as well. All the little breed biscuits just all broke on the floor.
Oh no!
Everything. We were doing birthday cakes then. Everything was just like fell over. Everything was just a big pile on the floor, and we were like, okay, everything broken. Like the plates were broken that it was on because we used just plates. We didn't know that you could buy like plates to put stuff on, like market worthy plates, like hard wearing. We just used china plates from the kitchen. Of course you did. To put them in, because like you just don't know what you're doing. Yeah.
And I bet then you thought, what are we doing?
And I just remember Nick going, was that worth our day? And I was like,
and look where you are now.
No, but let's go again.
Yeah.
Let's book on more.
Aww.
And then that was it. And then Alderford Lake stopped doing markets, and then that's when we stopped, because we were like, well, we don't really, where's it going to go? What do we see ourselves doing? And I think literally about 3 months ago, we were having the reality check of where's it going? What we doing? Where are we going with it? What do we want to happen with it? What do we want? Where do we want? Because I didn't want to do another year, and I think that's why we didn't sign up for anything for Christmas, was I didn't want another year of events.
Yeah.
It's
hard going events is. Packing up, going, setting up. Well, it's been really good listening to your story, so I do thank you for coming on. And these two have fell fast asleep now. Maggie on your knee, and Bonnie's out.
Living the best life.
But it's been lovely to hear your story, and I hope everybody else enjoys listening to your story as well, because, like I say, you have become a really familiar brand and face of Nantwit.
Oh, thanks very much.